Hey guys, it's your boy Jams, back at you with a brand new LP. I know it's been a long ass time, but you know, school and everything prevented me from properly recording, but I am back. And that is all that matters. Sierra logo probably brings back some memories for a few people, and I bet you're wondering what exactly I'm about to play. Well, it's a game that's been very near and dear to my heart, and if you've been in my family circle for a while, you know exactly what's in store here. But in any case, I'll just let the intro play out. You'll figure it out soon enough.
This is the tale of Bilbo Baggins, a hobbit with no idea of the adventures about to befall him, or their consequences.
My precious, it must know the way out! The trees!
Oh yeah, this is happening. Today we're going to be playing The Hobbit. This game was released in 2003 for all the consoles at the time, and PC and Game Boy Advance. Now, I got this game pretty much right after I finished reading The Hobbit as a kid. I was about 11 years old, and this game came along. And I remember it being incredibly hard and incredibly frustrating, but it's a unique and pretty meme-worthy part of my life. So, I just hope that you will enjoy it as much as I did. And I hope you wind up enjoying it as much as I did playing through this. I never did get very far. Hopefully with an audience I'll be able to make it through this time. And just for reference, we'll be playing the GameCube version, even though I grew up with the PS2 version. Oh, it's starting again. Okay, spoke too much. Alright. Well, now that you have enough to go on, let's get started with this game. Gonna turn the music up a bit. I love this soundtrack, just so you know.
In a hole in the ground, there lived a hobbit. Bilbo Baggins was a respected hobbit. He lived a comfortable life and never had any adventures. So Bilbo was rather surprised when Gandalf the wizard invited him on a great adventure. He politely declined, but not before accidentally inviting Gandalf to tea. The next day, Gandalf arrived with 13 hungry dwarves. They ate everything Bilbo had to offer, then sang sad songs and listened to their king, Thorin Oakenshield.
At dawn, we begin the quest of the Lonely Mountain. We will win back our ancient kingdom under the mountain, reclaim our treasure, and have revenge on the cursed dragon's power.
King Thorin, you need a burglar to steal into the
burglar?
Lonely Mountain. Here he is, Bilbo Baggins.
Honestly, would react the same way.
Excitable little fellow, but fierce as a dragon in a pinch.
And the main reason why we're playing the GameCube version is because the load times are much faster than the PS2 version have an Xbox. So, there's that. But in any case, yeah, you see how fast that was?
Where am I? Goblins attacking men.
Bilbo
and
with his
elves.
fucking Muppet mouth.
Yes. Well, Baggins, you've dreamt your way into this. You'll have to dream your way out.
So you start off with pretty much every move that you're ever going to have right here. And don't worry about you know, dying in this. It's a dream, so you can't really die. So just feel free to just whack into these orcs here. Funniest thing about this game, though, is that, in my opinion, it is more accurate to what Tolkien wrote than the Peter Jackson trilogy. And let's just say my opinion as a big Tolkienite, my opinion on that trilogy is kind of mixed at best, if I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I like the music, I like the visuals, but this is not The Hobbit. And those that have read the book will know exactly what I'm talking about. Basically, this is just a tutorial here to get you familiar with, you know, all the things you can do in this game. What it doesn't prepare you for is the ludicrous amounts of stealth sections that appear later on in the game. But that's neither here nor there. We'll get to that when we get to that, trust me. Get him! Whack him, Bilbo. It's the greatest adventure. It's what lies ahead. Now, the interesting thing about this game as well is that it does not have the film license, rather it uses the book license. Electronic Arts back in 2003 had the rights to the films, but Vivendi here had the rights to the books. So they capitalized on that with a few games, and let's just say most of them were shite. This one, though, it's okay. Like, it's not going to win any awards, but I like it pretty well, in any case. I also really enjoy, like, all of the ways they designed these characters as well, and it's also pretty neat that the elves' swords are blue. I really appreciate that, even if they don't glow, and, you know, they're not really supposed to do that, and, like, Sting and only a handful of the others were supposed to be able to do that, but I'm getting sidetracked here.
You filthy ratbags! Tear them apart!
Yeah! It was just a dream. Just a dream. But what an adventure!
Despite his fear, something awoke within Bilbo. He wanted to visit distant lands, explore caves, and carry a sword instead of a walking stick.
Kind of like me when I was 11.
Astonishment, Bilbo agreed to go.
And I like the attention to detail here. That's the name of the first chapter in the book as well, so I like that. Just wait.
You've slept half the morning, Mr. Baggins. That won't convince Thorin that you're a fierce burglar.
I'll show him if I have to walk to the east of East and fight the wild wereworms in the last desert.
For now, you'll just have to walk to the Green Dragon Inn. The dwarves are waiting.
But
No time for it, and no time to pack. Just fetch your walking stick.
Bilbo's gonna fucking murder
Hopefully
Gandalf.
we'll end up today.
Now, what I really like about this game is being able to explore little pieces of the world of Middle-earth. It's just nice as a fan, and these little interactive things that you can do, like you can mess around with the chandeliers, you can pick up these are courage points, you fill up that meter at the top left there, and you get an extra circle of health. And it's just a lot of little details here. This game is not exactly a masterwork by any stretch, but there was some love and care put into it, hold on. Oh, I love this music, though. Oh, man. if they release this, like, if they release this on CD, I have got to get a hold of it sometime. I'm also fairly certain this game didn't do too well, like, commercially or whatever, but, like, you can interact with things like... Hobbits in the books are all about genealogy, and so this is a great little feature they have here.
That's my Aunt Belba. That's my Aunt Belba. That's my Aunt Linda when she was a child. That's my Aunt Belba.
Come on, man, say
That's
something.
my Aunt
Stop. Stop talking. Thank you.
Good old Uncle Bingo.
Yes.
Good old Uncle Bingo.
So I guess it really just...
Good old Uncle Bingo.
Thank you, Bilbo.
Ah, Cousin Falco.
Yeah, because you...
That's my Gamma Laura. She
Yeah,
was
like...
before she Megans.
So you can interact with those as well. It's really nice, and we talked to Gandalf before we head on out. What's this? Oh, yeah, this is a picture of Bilbo when he was a kid.
Bungo and Belladonna Baggins. A hobbit couldn't ask for finer parents.
You know, Belladonna's a poison, right, Bilbo? Anyway.
Meet the dwarves at the Green Dragon Inn. Off you go, Mr. Baggins.
Gandalf, your scarf is clipping into your robe. Anyway.
What's this? My pocket has sprouted a hole. Oh, my silver pennies must be scattered all over Hobbiton.
You collect those silver pennies, and it allows you to buy things at the end of each level. So it pays to search these environments, and the fact that these environments are so nice kind of makes you want to. I love this music, and I just love how I can just clip through the walls, and... I mean, look at the butterflies, look at the little details they put into this environment. Like, they didn't have to do any of this, but they did, and I appreciate it. And as a fan of collectathons growing up, and as a fan of Lord of the Rings, this game really hit a sweet spot for me. Being able to walk around the Shire was a very novel thing when this game came out for me. Sorry, you have to forgive me.
I was thinking about Bulrora Toot. You know all about Bulrora Toot, don't you?
Of course. He's my great.
He was quite an adventurous hobbit. Won the Battle of the Greenfields, he did. Knocked the Goblin King's head clean off with a wooden club. Sailed through the air and went right down a rabbit hole. Well, that's where we got the game of golf.
So I've heard.
Ah, Bulrora Toot. I wish you young people knew more of your histories.
Yeah, I wish you'd stop loitering outside my house. I found Jesus already, old man. Okay, now this thing here is a save point, so we're gonna save, like, right now, in case something bad happens. Because believe it or not, you can and might die in the Shire, and that is a thing that can happen.
Beautiful day, isn't it?
Good day, Gamma.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do all of the... I think I'm gonna do all of the side quests in the Shire, because this is one of my favorite tutorial in any video game, if I'm gonna be honest. It's honestly a shame the rest of the game doesn't hold up to this section, but we're gonna play through all of it.
Oh, I'm hungry. It's almost noon and I've only had 2 breakfasts. There's a lovely seed cake cooling in my windowsill. I think I'll head home for a morsel before lunch.
Bilbo Baggins.
Oh, God.
I saw your visitor. Are you meddling with wizards?
Wizards are meddling with me.
Another lad going off into the blue for mad adventures. You might as well be some use before you go. Fetch my butter churn, please.
Where is it?
It's in the shed round the corner. Just place the butter churn on the porch when you find it.
Now, I know what many of you might be thinking, it's just right around the corner, why can't she get it herself? But have you ever tried to lift one of these things? Thing's fucking heavy, so I don't blame her in the slightest for wanting Bilbo to help. I mean, he's a strapping young man, he can do this. Okay, there we go. Gimme.
Thank you, Bilbo. Have some berry crumble tea cakes. I made them fresh this morning. Oh, and Bilbo, watch out for that wizard.
We need a lot of food on our journey.
Yep, sure do. We chase the chickens.
I saw a dwarf wandering around town.
Oh, and another thing, that mention about the wild werewolves in the last desert. Imagine my shock and amazement in the third movie when they actually showed up. Because those weren't in the books. Like, if you go read the supplemental material from the books, like, the wild werewolves might not even exist. So the fact that Peter Jackson made them a canon in his film trilogy was an interesting directorial choice, to say the least. But in any case, we're just going to grab all these courage points. You know, by the time you get out of the Shire, we could have a fourth circle, so I'll just keep an eye out. Hello, lady.
Bilbo! I heard there was a wizard skulking around Hobbiton. I heard he was seen near your place. I hope he isn't causing any trouble with his dangerous fireworks or putting spells on the crops. Why can't he leave well enough alone? We don't want trouble here. I wish someone would ask him to leave.
It's the Sackville Bagginses. They're after the house. They've never forgiven me for living this long. I'll calm down. I'm, just for the record, like, I am a giant ringer, so I am trying my best to keep myself contained that way during this LP, but, you know.
Well, the best apples in all Hobbiton are in that apple orchard. I'd get some if I could climb those cliffs.
Look at the upper body strength on Bilbo. Yep, okay, great, thanks.
That wizard is responsible for so many lads and lasses going off into the blue for mad adventures. Why anyone would set foot outside the Shire is beyond me.
You know, this game reminds me a lot of the Rankin Bass cartoon that they made in the 70s based off of The Hobbit, which, if you want my honest opinion, is a much better adaptation than what Peter Jackson put out. And I'm not knocking Peter Jackson, like, far from it. Studio interference was all over that movie, all over that film trilogy, and I could tell right from the start when they made it 3 movies, I knew it was going to be a problem. But that's okay. Because, you know, I don't actually hate these movies or anything, but they could have stopped, if you follow what I'm saying. Alright, got the apples. Alright, let's see what he's doing. Let's see what he's doing.
Hey, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Hey, what are you doing? Hey, what are you doing?
What are you doing? Man, hobbits are not exactly the friendliest types, are they? Alright, here we go.
Hey, Bilbo! Wanna play some hide
These
and
mouth
seek?
flaps, though.
I'm in a bit of a hurry.
We'll go high. You seek. Ready? Go!
Children.
Same, Bilbo. Same.
The breeze is
But I need to get to the other side.
Sandy Man guy is a fucking bastard. If you know...
hammer. I saw Carl playing with it up by the waterfall. There are some jars in
The mill.
You'll have to break them open to get the nails. Bring back my hammer and nails and I'll fix the breach.
Like, if you read the books, you'll know Sandy Man is a right royal prick. In any version of this story. There we go. Alright, up we go. Here we go with a big jump. Alright, got the nails. Alright. And yeah, it should be noted this camera isn't exactly the best either. Now, somehow when I was a little kid, I managed to get myself drowned in this section, so I'll be careful.
My children insist I tell them all about dragons. Where do they ever hear of such creatures? Respectable hobbits don't discuss such things.
Respecting your mama. I'm about to pull what you would call an epic gamer move.
You got me! That was fun! Don't tell anybody, but I think Handfast likes me. Do you think so, Mr. Baggins?
Oh, I do. That kid Hamfest at the beginning would grow up and marry this Belle girl here, and their son would be none other than Samwise Gamgee. Hamfest is the name of the gaffer. So I'll just come up and get these silver coins. So that attention to detail is actually really nice. Some of this other stuff, not so much though, because like the Green Dragon was not located in Hobbiton. Well, not exactly near where it's located in this game, but you know, some licenses had to be taken, I am sure, because it was a 6th era console game, and I almost hurt myself there. So we just hop across these lily pads. The floor is lava. It's a good thing the fish here can't hurt you, because some other places will later. Yeah, in case you couldn't tell, what really kills this game is the controls are a little stiff, and the fact that I'm playing on a third-party GameCube controller that I got from GameStop a few months ago doesn't help things, but in any case, you make do with what you got. And that's something I've been having to learn these past couple of months. In any case. Okay. About when I should best end the video so we can get to the next part, but hard to say. I think we can soldier on a bit though. Because I'm not sure I'll be able to get through all of the Shire before the half-hour mark, but we'll try. I don't think we will. I don't think I'll succeed though. Okay, yup. There we go. Okay. And the big one! I'm actually kind of shocked that didn't kill me, if I'm gonna be honest. There we go. Alright, jump, jump, jump. Alright. Save point time. What I also find interesting about the Lord of the Rings Fellowship of the Ring, at least the book, the first chapter of the Fellowship of the Ring is called A Long Expected Party, in contrast to an unexpected party in The Hobbit. Right away, that should have turned fans on to how different of a story Fellowship of the Ring was going to be.
Pardon me, Carl. Do you have your father's hammer? He needs it to fix the bridge.
Here it is, Mr. Baggins. I'll have to find something else to play with.
Awesome. And that's a health potion. Jump. There we go. Alright. We're doing good. Up. Ow. Yeah, Bilbo can and will drown in this game, but the water here, unless you go right into the water And I mean the water, the big water with the capital W. You go into that little river there, you'll drown, but any other place you're pretty much
I
safe.
heard a wizard came to see you earlier today. My dad says your mother used to have visitors from foreign parts before she became respectable.
Whatever respectable means. I wouldn't know. I've never been respectable. If I was respectable, I wouldn't be playing a video game on YouTube. In any case, I think I will fix the bridge and we'll call it a wrap for this video, and then I'll see you in the next one once we're done here. Okay.
Good lad. This shouldn't take long.
Let's let this bastard Sandy Man fix up the bridge.
Good, isn't he?
Alright. Alright, guys, I think that'll wrap it up. Glad to be back. But I will see you in the next one, and I do thank you for watching, and you'll have a good night.